Okay, friends, did you see the video where I had all these journal covers that I had sewed fabric on and I prepped them and I wanted to turn them into something pretty? Well, today I'm going to do a flip through of this one, the Mad Hatter journal, the first one I've ever done, the first Mad Hatter journal I've ever done. I want to do a flip through and show you how it turned out. This is really cool. If you haven't seen the previous video where I had the journal covers, I kind of flipped through them and showed you what I had just made all willy-nilly that day, you should check it out. I think if you like watching the way things progress and how the process goes, I think you're going to really like it. That's going to be really cool. Okay. So this is the Mad Hatter journal. This is what I'm calling it. It's the first one I've made. Made this little cover piece here, and this is the back. I like all the colors, how they're just kind of patchworky. And I do like that thread that I use. That's really cool. It's been my favorite color. So I just did the cover art, and I wanted to leave room for this to grow, to get bigger. So and there's a few different ways to flip through it. So I'll get through the flip through and then I'll talk about that part later. But I felt like this applied. This isn't a direct quote from the book or any of the movies that I know of, but ordinary people can do extraordinary things. I felt like that really fit for the Mad Hatter, especially if we're thinking about the Tim Burton movie. I felt like that really, really resonates. So I'm reading the book, so I'm sure it's going to resonate with the whole Mad Hatter theme anyways. So we have the inside here, and this is like a, what do we call it, a trifold? This was originally a greeting card. So we've got a little tiny pocket here for a bookmark type of a piece of paper that can be written on. We've got that paper, a couple other pieces. I liked putting this one together. This is a little strip of scrap paper and a little tuck spot. So this journal has already been adopted. So this little spot here, or is this a tuck spot or a pocket? I'm including a little bag of extras so that there can be something put in there, but the person who adopted this journal can go ahead and do that. That's a fun part of getting a new journal. And I used a strip of paper here just to kind of cover up the flaps. I didn't want them showing on every page, but there's also some blank pages so that somebody can insert some pictures or some writing spaces. And we've got this here, these little spots, a belly band with one of those little tuck spot also, and then a little writing space to put there. I thought that was really cute. Heart paper, the Mad Hatter, pondering, having some serious thoughts, I think. And then there's this side, like that belly band with a couple pieces of paper for writing spots. And then this little spot here, this little up tuck, I guess that's called. And then a couple other little places to write there. I don't think I know all the terms for everything, but I do like putting these together. Pocket, more writing spaces. I'm so happy with how this turned out, and I liked the whole flipping on both sides. And then I added this little flip up here. So with the teapots, I thought that was really cute. A little place for some writing here if a person wants to, or can really do whatever they want with it. Okay, and then ta-da, we have this piece, and the tab for this paper is double-sided, so it looks pretty on both sides. And we've got three little papers in here, and I sewed these little pockets and I just cut the papers to fit. You know, I thought I would eyeball them and sew them sort of, you know, evenly sized, but then when I looked at the space inside, I realized they weren't even, and I think that adds to the charm of the journal. I thought that was really cool. I love this one. This turned out super good. I'm happy with that. And then we have our main or focal image in the back. So this is the image is the end of the journal. So this can be flipped both like alternating or all and then one, but I did want to leave some room for the person who adopted this journal to be able to expand it. So if they want to add more things, I'm including some little stick-on Velcro round pieces so that if it gets a lot thicker and then they want to be able to hold it shut with that, they can do that then. But I didn't want to do that with now, because then that really limits the size of the journal, what can be put in there. And this will be really thick, probably, if the person decides to add a lot more to it. And then I'm going to be including a clip, some little extras so they can, you know, add some fun things to it as well. But I wanted to show you guys this flip through because we started the journey together, and I made these, I finished it up on my own because I wanted some alone time to create, because I figured I could come back and show you. But this was my first time using something like flowers on the focal image on a cover. And I wanted to have the quote, and I wanted to have it in a place that was below the hat and a couple places to draw the eye. But I decided to have not just the biggest one, but the little shiny center of the flower. My eye goes there, and that's what I was hoping to achieve. So nothing else shiny or sparkly, pretty simple, but so the eye goes here and then to the quote. So I'm very happy with how this one turned out. I was just so happy I had to show you guys. So if you liked this journal or this flip through, please like this video. And if you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, because we've got some other flip throughs and a lot of other videos coming. So thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.